Manually investigating sheet music collections is challenging for music analysts due to the magnitude and complexity of underlying features, structures, and contextual information. However, applying sophisticated algorithmic methods would require advanced technical expertise that analysts do not necessarily have. Bridging this gap, we contribute CorpusVis, an interactive visual workspace enabling scalable and multifaceted analysis. The application consists of multiple components for data selection and visualization, which will be introduced in the following. The composer timeline provides a temporal overview of popular Western composers since the Baroque period. Hovering over a specific composer reveals additional information. By clicking a composer, his or her works will be added to the current selection. Grouping the selection by composers can be achieved by clicking the grouping icon inside the component. Similar to the composer timeline, common musical forms are listed in the Composition Forms widget. Hovering over a specific form highlights all its sheets in the selection. By clicking a form, its sheets will be either added to the current selection, or the selection will be filtered accordingly. Again, grouping by form is possible by clicking on the grouping icon. The keyword search allows to query the database for metadata. Specific pieces can be added to the selection by clicking the Add icon. In the projection view, all sheets in the current selection are displayed as circles using the MDS dimensionality reduction technique. Close proximity between two circles indicates similarity. Hovering over a circle displays additional information and highlights the sheets and other widgets. Right-clicking on a circle provides additional interaction methods such as grouping or displaying the actual sheet. The Sheet View component allows the user to view the first page of each music sheet. Multiple sheets can be loaded for a side-by-side comparison. Furthermore, playback of the music sheet is supported by pressing the play button. The Metadata view shows the metadata of all sheets in the current selection. By clicking on the table headers, the data can be ordered according to the selected column. The sorting and other widgets will be updated accordingly. Each sheet in the current selection is represented by a row in the matrix. Each column represents a feature. The matrix can be sorted according to a feature by clicking on the sorting triangle. A single feature can be removed by clicking the checkbox above. Above the matrix, additional information regarding the features is displayed. The selection can be grouped by a feature by pressing the grouping button. Different feature groups can be selected by using A for all, M for melodic, P for pitch, or R for rhythm. Furthermore, ordering of the columns according to certain criteria is supported. To demonstrate the capabilities of CorpusVis, we have prepared the following use cases. For our first use case, we would like to compare sheets from different musical periods. Here, we are presented a total number of 51 sheets from different epochs. The composer timeline tells us which composers are included in this selection and which are not. Similarly, the Composition Forms widget gives information about the included forms. Using the lasso in the projection view, we can select compositions from one specific epoch, such as the Romantic, and these sheets will be highlighted in the feature matrix. When sorting the sheets by the size of melodic arcs feature, we can observe that compositions from the Romantic era exhibit higher values for this feature in comparison to other compositions. Next, we would like to compare tonal against atonal compositions. Atonal music does not follow the concepts of traditional harmony and lacks a clear tonal center, in contrast to typical tonal classical music, which is written in a specific key. Here we analyze 18 music sheets from traditionally tonal composers such as Mozart and Beethoven, as well as composers who are known to compose atonally, such as Arnold Schönberg and Anton von Webern. When looking at the projection view and enabling our clustering, it becomes apparent that we can observe two clusters, one of them being more dense and including all compositions from Webern and Schönberg. When looking at the feature matrix, we can observe that all of these compositions make use of all 12 pitch classes while exhibiting no common pitch. Both of these characteristics are common for atonal compositions. Also, the most common pitch class prevalence is significantly lower with values around 10%. Furthermore, we can identify an increased use of melodic tritones with values ranging from 6 to 10%, whereas other included compositions only show feature values from 0 to 2%. The next use case is a composer comparison task between Franz Schubert and Franz Liszt. Erlkönig is a German poem which was set to music by Schubert in 1815 and has been rearranged in 1838 by Franz Liszt. We take these compositions as a basis for a composer comparison task, as the sheets essentially represent different implementations of the same idea, revealing some composer-unique traits. When examining the notes on the sheet level through the sheet view, it becomes apparent that the most striking difference between the pieces lies in the usage of octaves in the arrangement of Franz Liszt. Thus, we narrow down our analysis to features regarding this characteristic, namely the melodic octaves and average melodic interval feature. To investigate our claim of Liszt using more octaves, we take a look at the feature matrix and can confirm our initial observation made on the sheet level, with 28% of melodic intervals being octaves for Liszt, in stark contrast to Schubert only exhibiting 2%. To see if this is a global trend observable on more compositions from these composers, we select all sheets and group them. Although the difference being significantly weaker, Liszt on average still uses octaves in 6% of his melodic intervals, whereas Schubert in only 3%. We can extend our analysis to other features as well, and observe that these composers also show other distinctive differences on the feature level. For example, the pitch variety in Liszt's works is 26 pitches higher on average. Also, Liszt's compositions rarely exhibit a common pitch, while Schubert on average uses more than one. Thank you for watching this video. For more information, please refer to the paper.